Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Tradeancient. So in our last video we had a conundrum at the end. Basically, we set up a soap maker's workshop for the express purpose of keeping our dwarves clean. Unfortunately, even though we had the components, we were having a bit of an issue with creating it. And after doing a little bit more research, I found that there is apparently a bug in the game with if you have lye that's in a bucket, but the bucket itself is stored in a barrel, you cannot use it for making soap. So basically the workaround for that is to set up a lye-only stockpile that gives to that workshop, and you forbid barrels in it. Makes sense. So that's kind of good, because that's going to get allow me to show you, if I haven't already done so, how to set up a stockpile that feeds only to one place. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a stockpile right over here, and lye is under food, so we're just, it doesn't have to be very big, so we're just going to do like a row like that, and then we want to click on it, and we're going to forbid everything except for lye. Okay, and now what we're going to do is, you see where it says max barrel 11? We don't want any barrels in it whatsoever. So you can see the little E and R and the big E and R. What that does, the little E and R will take away or add one at a time. The big E and R will take away all, or put all in there. That since there's 11 spots, there could be 11 barrels. So I'm just going to hold down Shift and hit E to set it to 0, and now barrels cannot go in here. So the lye can only be put in here in buckets. So consequently, what we need to do with this before we forget is we need to go in here and forbid lye out of that. And then what you want to do, you see right here it says, you know, we'll take from anywhere, take blah blah blah, give to a pile workshop. We want to hit G, and then we move our cursor down here to this workshop, and we hit enter. And what that means is that this stockpile will only give here. Now it can take from anywhere, but it will only give to here. So, and that's fine, because lye, I think the only use we're going to have for lye at this point is for soap making. So that should resolve our issue. We'll see. If we start to see some barrels, I'm sorry, some buckets show up down there, which, ta-da, there they go. So now let's click on it, and we still can't do it. Why is that? This game is trolling me, I think. So we know that our tallow is fine. Tallow never goes bad. I wonder if it's the same way. I wonder if tallow is the same way. What's in here? It's just a bin. I don't know. We'll give it a little bit of time. In the meantime, we need to get our dwarves hooked up with some stuff here. So let's designate a smoothing job on these new workshops that we created to keep them busy. And let's go ahead and set up an armor stand in here, and a weapon rack. We know that we're eventually going to be using this for our third barracks. So we can see here's all of our lye. That's excellent. Still can't make anything. We have... Don't we have tallow? Don't we have tallow? I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah, right there. So it sounds like we got some mandate here. Animal traps. Traps all day and traps all night. We love traps with all our might. Okay. I guess let's look at the stockpiles again. Make sure that we Yeah, I mean, we forbid it. There shouldn't be any. Yeah, there shouldn't be any of this in there. The only thing I can think of is what if the tallow has been mixed in with other food items? What if? I'm not seeing any tallow. I mean, granted, I don't really want to go through each and every one of these containers, but I do want to figure out what's going on here. Man, we have a lot of food. And wow, pigtails. Okay, so that's our drink stockpile. Where is the tallow? Tallow, where are you? We know it's not in there. We've already looked at that. That large bin, there's like nothing. There's nothing in there.
There's a new baby.
Uh-oh. New baby. Alright, so let's designate some engraving for these bedrooms. Make it look nice. See if there are any bugs with tallow. Stored in food stockpiles and found under fat. Tallow can be stored without a container, but if barrels are available to... It just says it'll never rot. So I don't really know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. That's where... we're still working here. Good. More tetrahedrite. Good, good, good. That's where it would have paid off for us to have a little bit more separation in terms of stockpiles. But I mean, how can you foresee that you're going to be having a problem with your what? With the tallow? Did we just seriously? We just made animal traps, right? And he immediately is like, make more. I want more. I'm not satisfied. I mean, I really don't want to have to sit here and do this, but I want to know what's going on. Where's the tallow? So if I'm understanding the wiki entry correct, see there's lye right there. Why is there a lye in there? I've forbidden lye from this, and there's still lye in there. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like, why is there lye in there? I don't understand. All right, so pigtails. That should be what he's working on right now, processing the plants. He's turning the pigtails into thread. That's what he should be doing. We still have a lot of idlers, don't we? We do, we do. Boy, they're knocking out that engraving fast, aren't they? So I guess we need to set up a bit of a larger area for engraving. I mean, you don't want to set up too big of an area, but we want to try to keep as many people busy as we can. See if this stuff got fertilized. And you can see you're 3 out of 5, so 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 1 out of 3. So kind of, I mean, it's still coming along. I'm assuming he's probably still making. No, he's not. Interesting. Still making charcoal. Why are we not making ash anymore? Making lye, potash from ash. Why has this ceased? Okay, so we have 34 bars of ash. It makes sense why we're not doing that. We've got 10 lye and 21 potash, so we should have enough for them to fertilize everything. So no ammunition again. Oh, it's because this guy's probably still making scepters. Yeah. Even though we're finished with that. So let's cancel that. So that he can just focus on bolts. So basically what we're doing here is we're waiting out the winter. It's almost over. It's under a month it'll be over. And then in the spring we will get an elven caravan, which probably won't bring much of anything at all. But we should get another migrant wave, which will allow us, at that point, regardless of what we get, we're going to set up our third militia. Claro Opal. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. And the great soap mystery goes on, even though we did solve the problem of, apparently, of the lie. But now we have the mystery of... We have the mystery of the tallow. We don't know where the tallow is. It should be anywhere in here. No. There's bolts right there. I don't know what that guy's whining about. So what's that? Horse fat. Interesting. So there's horse fat. And then he grabbed the fat. Where's he taking it? Where are you taking that fat? He must be taking it to the kitchen. So let's go down here and let's see what happens. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Wait, oh, there's the kitchen. Okay, so he's rendering fat. Here he is, right here. Let's see where he puts it. I lost track of him. Is that him? I think that was him. Is it just hanging out here? Okay, there's the tallow right there. It's just hanging out, but it's got TSK by it. Can we use it now? No? What's going on? Okay, so the milker is taken by a Fey Moon. Jesus, look at all those people hanging out down there. All right, so this should be interesting to see what workshop he grabs. So he grabbed the Craftsdorf's workshop. Which one? Here, okay. So he's gonna run around. He's gonna give him some wood, some more wood, even more wood. Looks like some silver and a block of copper, maybe that was. Okay, so there's tallow. We've got okay, guys, here's tallow. Here's lye. Why is this not working? I don't get it. We've even got this set up to give to this workshop. Do we need to do the same thing here? Give to here. Okay. And now. What in the world? So now we can. Now we can. Interesting. Alright. Make some soap. Get on it. I've been waiting for you to make soap forever. Now I'm all excited about it. Okay. That's right, folks. Our dwarves will no longer be stinky. No way. Not these dwarves. They're going to be the freshest smelling dwarves ever. He is still grabbing things. But luckily, he has things to grab. So, he's begun his mysterious construction. See, he grabbed all those things, and now he's probably going to make, like, a comb or something. Well, good. So now we're going to have soap. The only thing with that... soap, though, is we're going to have that soap be stored in a different stockpile. We can't have it here because, and here's why. Because if we have that stockpile set to only give to that one location, what's going to happen is nobody can come take any soap. So we're going to have to forbid, we're going to have to disable bars and blocks. And then what we can do is we can We'll just make a new stockpile. A bar block stockpile, and we'll put it like over here. And then it'll be our soap stockpile. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. I'm so excited. I wouldn't have thought I'd ever be so excited about soap, but sometimes, you know, when you solve a problem, it just feels so good, you know? And now we'll see exactly how fast the soap goes, you know? So what's in there? It's another bin. But I don't see anything in it. It's just empty. Horse soap. Interesting. I don't want that soap in there. Alright, so we're out of plump helmet spawn, huh? Are we not brewing? We are brewing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just excited that we've solved the soap problem. So it looks like we're getting a pretty good amount of, well, this is charcoal, okay. Let's take a gander at our stocks of bars real quick and see what we're looking at. Bars, we have 49 copper and 64 tin, so not too bad. Got 162 lead. Still got a lot of coke, a lot of charcoal, so we're doing good there. And 4 bars of horse soap. Oh yeah. We're gonna be so clean, so fresh and so clean. I guess we could maybe have somebody, since we're ahead on tin, we could tell the cassiterite station to start smelting bronze. I guess. So let's smelt some bronze. I'd really like to know what the rest of that says. Use bars. I'm guessing. Let me look at this real quick because I don't want to make the wrong decision. Bronze. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you can actually, you don't even have to smelt it down into tin and copper. You can just take cassiterite plus tetrahedrite, and it'll make 8 bronze bars. That's very good. And that will actually save us on fuel. So, whoo, excellent. Okay, so let's cancel that. Cancel that, and let's just use the ore. Oh yeah. See, I didn't even know that was a possibility. Yeah, he grabbed all that stuff and he made a bracelet with it. He grabbed like 3 stacks of wood. Jeez Louise. How is he that bad at making this stuff? Well, now he should be like really good at it. Should be. Okay. So we've got some soap. Look at there. Horse soap. Horse soap. Oh yeah. But we're running out of lye now. Oh yeah. Good stuff. We should have plenty of tallow. I think. If it ever makes its way down here. So the dwarves should just come and grab the soap when they need it, and then they'll use it for bathing. And from what I understand, dwarves have like a hidden, this is kind of funny, but they have like a hidden like dirtiness rating, like a filthiness rating or something. And when they bathe, it washes that away. I mean, imagine that. And they use, every time they bathe, they use 1/10 of a bar of soap. So, and I don't imagine that they bathe all that often. So let's go ahead and engrave here. And here. And let's go ahead and get this floor. You want your, oh, it looks like maybe we already did it. Yeah, okay. You want your floor in there to look nice, don't you? Let's go down here and see what's happening. Okay, so we're still mining, but we're almost done. I'm seeing some delicious gems. Sparkly gems. Did we find anything interesting down here? Not really. More microcline, a lot of tetrahedrite. So that's good. Anything happening up here? We did cut down those trees. I like having the trees cut down, to be honest with you, away from this wall. I like having the visibility. So I'm going to go through here, and I am going to really piss off the elves. And I'm going to chop these things down. Eventually what will happen, if you're on good terms, I guess good terms with the elves, what they'll do is they'll come and, like, regardless, man, this is a lot of trees that we're cutting down. Regardless of how many trees you've cut down, like, previously, they'll just come to you and they'll say, we can't abide by this, blah, 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 blah. And they'll give you, like, some arbitrary number of trees that you can cut down. And usually it's, like, really high. It's, like, 100. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Sure. I won't cut down over 100 trees. And, man, our game FPS just went to crap. And I think it has something to do with chopping down those trees. Looks like they made some more lye, huh? They are. They're making more lye. Making more lye. Very good. But the soap from tallow is over. But we still have tallow. See, that's the thing, is I don't know where this tallow is. I don't know where it is. Like, I can't view it. I can't zoom into it. So I don't know. I mean, I can look around in my other stockpiles and see, but, like, nothing there, of course. I mean, the only place, it shouldn't be here. No, it shouldn't be there. I mean, and we told them explicitly. We said no tallow, right? Right? We did. We said no tallow, and maybe they're defying my orders. I mean, we told them to pull all the fat out. I don't know. At least we got some soap. Sometimes the dwarves do weird things. So. Hence why it's so important to manage your stockpiles, because that's really what stockpile management's all about. If you manage your stockpiles really well, then you will also minimize the confusion that you have and your dwarves have. Like, you'll know where everything is. And, that's where I would say I'm probably not very good at. I'm probably not very good at, microing my stockpiles very well. I really wish I had not designated all those trees to be chopped now, because what's happening is they sent out a ton of people up here to chop those trees down, and it's caused our FPS to just crater. Once they finish chopping down all those trees, our FPS is going to shoot back up to probably 70-ish, 80-ish, But they're having to, like, jockey for position. The processor's trying to figure out exactly what to do. So, like, we're sitting at 12 FPS. Ugh, horrible. So our only real option here is just to wait it out. So he should be smelting Tetrahedrite, he should be making bronze bars, and it looks like he is. You know, when I play Dwarf Fortress, it's not normally that my fortresses get conquered. I mean, that has happened. Or it's not normally that I get attacked by forgotten beasts or werebeasts or anything like that that ends up ending my fortress. Normally what ends my fortresses is the FPS. Like, it just gets so low that it's just unplayable. So the thing is, it's like you could set like an arbitrary cap, you know, down to like, you know, 80. You could say, you know, hey game, I don't want you to go over 80 dwarves at any point in time. That's all well and good, but the problem with that is, if you go over, if you don't, under a certain amount of dwarves, you can't have, you can never have a chance to have the monarch of your civilization. So, but I mean, being the seat of your civilization, as you can see, I mean, we have the monarch in this playthrough, and it's been, you know, not very impressive, I guess you'd say. I mean, hasn't really been that much to it. Granted, really, we're only in the end of our second year, so we really haven't been going that long. Even though this series is on like almost the 30th video, a lot of that is because of me taking the time to explain things and figuring things out for you guys and for myself, and just having fun. So, yeah. So for future playthroughs, what I might do is I might cap it at 80. Or maybe just 100 and do a better job with stockpile management, because, geez, this is taking forever. Forever and ever. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put the cut in here. Now, here's what's going to happen, though. I'm actually going to let the game run until the FPS picks back up, because I don't want you guys to have to sit here and labor through this with me. So I'm not really all about torture in my videos. So anyways, and then next time, it should be the next year, our FPS will be back. We'll continue to make some bronze, and hopefully at some point we can actually start making some armor and get our third militia set up. So I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, game on.